In the last few months, some very interesting add-ons for ArchViz and interior design came out. Add-ons that allow you to make building indoor scenes much faster, but mostly very interesting ones for foliage and forests. Before we continue, I want to tell you guys about the Superhive Market Winter Sale, which is taking place right now, with thousands of products on sale with a 25% discount, and this is a great chance to get some of your favorite add-ons. And if you don't know where to start, I have in the description of this video a list of some of the best add-ons and courses out there. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. I'm gonna start with Procedural Interiors. This one makes building indoor scenes much faster. If you've ever modeled a room by hand, you know that turning a floor plan into a 3D scene can be tedious. You know, placing every wall, extruding them, cutting out doors and windows, it all eats up hours. With this add-on, you can literally import a floor plan, trace over it, and it will auto-generate the walls, doors, and windows for you. Everything stays fully procedural and editable too, so you can tweak room dimensions or move openings on the fly. It even has a one-click furnace subspace feature, which instantly fills the room with furniture using a built-in library of 150 assets like chairs, tables, and decor. It is not the biggest library out there, but it is a great starting point. Also, the value to price alone, I think, is worth it. Now, I want to talk about Arborea, which is a nature kit for Blender. It is a library of over 600 premium nature assets, including trees, plants, rocks, etc., paired with powerful procedural scatter tools for building lush 3D environments. In a nutshell, you can scatter entire forests or gardens with just a few clicks, and there are features like altitude and slope control, in addition to wind animation and camera culling to make it both realistic and efficient. Anyways, the point is, the recent Arborea update actually added even more goodies, like brand new cliff and rock assets to build their own landscapes, and support for image masking in the scatter system, in addition to a handy new swap asset feature to quickly replace scattered items, and a round of bug fixes and optimizations. Stylized Forest Generator, on the other hand, is great for creating beautiful stylized nature scenes. Using geometry nodes, you can scatter and grow trees, brushes, bushes, flowers, grass, and more to create a lush forest in just seconds. At this point, I feel like all vegetation add-ons kind of feel the same, but one of the coolest things about this one is the painting mode. You literally paint on your terrain to define where different things go, so you can paint areas for dense trees, clearings, paths, ponds, etc. And the add-on handles the scattering and variation automatically. And it comes packed with more than 250 handcrafted assets, from stylized trees and plants to rocks and leaf piles, all integrated into Blender's asset browser. And by the way, there is also a light mode, which reduces plant count to about 80 to 90% for smooth viewport editing. Next, I'm going to talk about IV Generator, which is a geometry nodes powered tool that lets you cover any surface, including walls, rocks, you name it, with realistic IV in just seconds. But what's the new thing here, you might say? Because plenty of add-ons can do that. This one comes packed with 30 plus handcrafted IV presets, all accessible through a visual browser, so you can just pick a thumbnail and instantly spawn that IV style in your scene. It supports surface snapping and even attaching IV across collections, which means it is really easy to drape vines over complex environments. And the coolest bit, the IV isn't static. It has built-in wind animation, so leaves will sway naturally with adjustable strength and speed, which I think gives you more options than the average IV add-on. The Nature Generator is a great add-on for creating very cool looking 3D environments in Blender. As you can see, it provides a library of procedural and customizable nature assets, from scattered foliage and dense forests to dynamic terrains and even realistic water bodies, in addition to deserts. So I would say it offers a really interesting variety of options. As you can imagine, this is accessible via a simple drag and drop interface, and when it comes to control, it offers lots of options in the sidebar, which allows you to tweak anything and gives you lots of freedom. On the other hand, World Blender is an all-in-one procedural landscape generation suite, which can help you to create entire environments directly in Blender. The good thing is that it is built on a robust system of geometry nodes and shaders. which allows you to generate detailed terrains from a single mesh in a non-destructive way. You can start from scratch or even convert your own sculpted mesh into a world blender terrain, then apply realistic erosions, terraces, and other geological effects. The toolkit covers everything from shaping mountains and valleys to scattering ecosystems, and you can create realistic ranges, alien fantastical landscapes, or stylized terrains, so the options here are kinda unlimited. In addition, it comes with a library of presets and comprehensive tutorial series to get you up to speed. Now back to ArchViz and furniture design. Furnimatic lets you create custom furniture models in Blender in just minutes instead of hours. So how does it do that? It is basically a smart parameter feature builder, and the idea is simple. Rather than manually modeling a cabinet or wardrobe from scratch, you input the dimensions and style options, and the add-on generates it for you. Furnimatic was created by a furniture designer with real-world experience, so it is built to solve day-to-day challenges of designing cabinetry and storage systems. Generally speaking, using it feels like using a kitchen design app. You can specify height, width, depth of cabinet, the number of shelves or doors, panel styles, etc. And it will produce a clean model that you can further tweak or drop into the scene. And there is a wide range of options for handles, profiles, and even built-in appliances, like sinks, ovens for kitchen cabinets, etc. Or you can integrate your own asset libraries for those elements. Now I want to talk about Plantfactory to Blender. This is actually one of the most underrated Blender add-ons. If anything, it gives you access to the free library of Plantfactory, which went open source a couple of years ago. The add-on introduced biomes and collections, a snow system, wind import, and major overhaul of import overrides for more granular control. In practice, biomes and collections splits workflow into two scene builder modes. Biomes in Plantfactory to Blender are designed to work with Geoscatter or the free biome reader, while collections are curated plant bundles meant for bulk importing into your asset library without needing any extra scattering add-ons. The snow feature is genuinely layerable. You can use them with multiple approaches: geometry node snow for hero assets, shader-based snow for efficiency, in addition to a frost module, and then go deep into settings like snow buildup with configurable buildup layers, height, erosion, and so on. This is exactly the kind of system you would use for winter biomes, especially for close-up hero shots, or seasonal variants for the same environment. Also now, Wind supports important Plantfactory wind by generating an armature rig with baked motion. Now I want to talk about Lazy Forest. The add-on comes with forest and plane presets, letting you quickly populate a scene with different types of vegetation, and you can also paint directly onto the terrain using weight painting, so trees and grass only appear where you want them, and the recent updates added pond and lake creation, making it possible to generate natural-looking water features with realistic shorelines. There are also new snowy biome presets if you want to create winter environments, and practical effects like fallen leaves or dust for extra realism. Customization has also been improved with this add-on, with better weight painting controls, giving you more precise placement of trees and plants, in addition to many other things. And performance has been optimized, so even with larger forests, everything runs smoother. And there you have it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to this channel to receive more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.